point where we're trying a lot of different things to try to get it stopped. We just didn't. So the little bit of the problem that happened is you start going away from your game plan, start throwing some new stuff together and start doing it, and then at that point you start losing some execution. Your players are confused.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff in the second half I would attribute to that. We tried to make some adjustments at halftime, and we had some guys confused what was going on. We gave up some plays definitely in the second half.
There was a period in that third quarter, where they scored once.
Yeah.
And into the fourth, and then it was looking, okay, maybe the defensive stuff.
Yeah.
Do you recall what it was that you were doing at that point? Because that was positive.
It's a great question. I don't off the top of my head. I feel like we did on one series have a stop on a third down. We jumped off sides and they got it again. And then the other, probably the other series I do remember is that we got off the field on a fourth down and we got a holding call on our punt return team that gave them life again on another first down. So a couple penalties in the second half too. Kept them back out on the field when maybe we could have got off the field.
Heath, obviously you guys score 84 points. Talk about the offense team, just kind of what you guys are doing, and then I'll get you after this, Charles.
Yeah, we played pretty well tonight, executed well, I thought, through both halves, which was nice because last week it was kind of first half was good and the second half we slowed down a little bit, but I'm sure there's still plenty to clean up. I'm sure there's still plenty of stuff we did wrong. I know personally, there's some things that I can clean up. So, after a night like this, we can't start going in, Monday thinking we're sweet. We're not sweet. We're not good yet. We got to get better, and we got to be able to do this every week, and that's what we should be able to do. So
you go ahead.
No, I'll just Charles, same question. Just thoughts on the offense team, what you guys were able to execute.
Echo what he said. We executed pretty well, but I'm sure there's a lot of things on film that still needs to be cleaned up. We expect to score. We did what we had to do. We executed, so we put up the points.
You guys have to be impressed, though. 83 points. 500 total yards. Very impressive. The offensive figures are really good, aren't they?
Yeah, most important one is the W. So we'll take it however it came. 7-0 we would have took it. So.
Did you have a sense early on that this was going to be that kind of game?
If we execute, it shouldn't matter who we're playing. So we should be able to score a lot of points. And I don't know if I had a sense early on it was going to be that, but we did what we should do, and nothing more, nothing less. So.
What about for you, Charles?
I know if we execute, we got enough talent out there to score however many points we feel. We did leave a possession out there where we didn't score, so we could have had 90, 91, whatever. But if we're executing well and we're doing the little things right, not making pre-snap errors, we'll be pretty good.
Coach Armstrong, talk about the connection these two have, quarterback to receiver, and how, over the last year and change, how that's developed to the point now where it's a pretty lethal duo.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that's probably helping that is time and those guys working together, not just necessarily when they've been in practices. Those guys do a lot of stuff in the off season, January, February, March, and also in the summer. It's a lot of time spent in the summer to do that. So that relationship has taken some time, and I'm glad it's where it's at. It definitely helped us out tonight.
Heath, then for you, obviously having a weapon like Charles is going to help you out a lot. What have you put into it just kind of to, get to the point now where you guys are that, 1-2 punch that, teams can expect early and often?
It's just reps, more reps we get with each other. I think even week by week we become more comfortable. I know there was some stuff in our 5-step pass game that we had to get cleaned up from last week. We didn't really throw the ball well or catch the ball or really play that well at all on offense. So I know just week by week, more and more reps we get, more and more comfortable we feel.
How about in the first half? The first quarter. I think after the first quarter you had like 7 receptions.
7, yeah.
Yeah. Was that by design, or did you just look? It didn't look like you were looking off at all. You were looking straight to him.
Oh yeah. You want to get the ball in your best player's hands as much as you can. So we're gonna try to get Charles as many touches as we can. And if once they start defending that more, then I think it opened up for other guys. I think we had good diversity on offense. A lot of guys touched the ball tonight, and that's how when we're really working, that's how it is.
Right. For the start of the game, was that by design, just to get him going for a win?
Yeah. We want, like I said, we want to give them the ball as much as possible until teams take it away.
And Charles, last thing, you talk about the reps in the offseason and whatnot. When you guys are season's over, you guys are still practicing, you throwing the ball around. How important and how much are you guys working out of, designated practice times, just, on your own time to try and get better like that?
I mean, we work enough to where we got the connection that we have right now. Like, we'll talk to each other, like, tell us, like, he'll tell me, like, okay, run the route like this, and I'll tell him, like, okay, I like the balls like this. If we have that type of connection where we can both click, then it's like we don't have the connection that we have right now.
And does that chemistry come easy between you guys just based on, having so much time and having, when he first starts, he's got you. When you first start here, and you've got him from the start?
Yeah, it developed over time. Like, initially, it didn't just come and we wasn't connected. I mean, plays were going to be made because he's a great quarterback, and I consider myself a pretty good receiver. So, like, we're going to make plays early on, but it wasn't the connection that we had right now.
And where do you see it going from here, Coach? These two, can they keep getting better, as a duo, obviously?
I think they're playing at a pretty high level now, so we're going to need to have them keep playing at that level throughout the rest of the season, and obviously next week as we head down to Tiffany.
Thanks, guys.
Percy didn't play tonight.
Yeah, he re-injured himself in practice on Wednesday.
How bad is it?
It's a different injury. It wasn't the shoulder. It's a different injury. So I don't know. It's
week to week.
Yeah, it just depends. I'll probably get a better evaluation while he's at it tomorrow.